So, good afternoon students. I am Professor P.B. Ingde, and we know that in our college the 2 unit has been completed. Okay, unit number 1 and unit number 2, and just we start the unit number 3rd. Okay, only I think 1 or 2 lecture was completed for unit number 3rd, but today I am start once again unit number 3rd of NES, okay, non-conventional energy sources and system. This is your free elective subjects in a 6th sem. Okay, and what is the name of the 3rd units? We know that the name of the 3rd unit is solar energy applications. Solar energy applications. Okay. So we know the boys and girls, there are so many solar energy applications. So out of this number of solar energy application, first of all, we discuss the first solar energy application. What is the title? Solar water distillations. Okay. Or another name for solar water distillation, what is? It is a solar still. Okay. So we have to see this water distillations. So this solar water distillation is classified into the 2 types. One is the single slope and another is what is double slope. Single roof or double roof. There are 2 types of the water distillation systems. So see here, this is the single roof, and this diagram, figure number 2, it is double roof. Double roof, right? Yes or no? Yes. So what is the meaning of water distillation? Water distillation means convert of impure water into the pure waters. This is called as the water distillation meanings. So where is the need of this solar water distillation system? So where is the need? We require this solar water distillation system in such an area there is a lack of waters. There is a less quantity of the water is available. In such an area there is a saline water is available. Poor quality of the water is available. Okay, and there is no resources of any, means what is we can say that means no electricity is available for operating the RO also. So in such a area we have to use these solar water distillation systems. Okay, so let's discuss the single slope. Why it is called as the single slope? Because we have to use only the single slope, single roof. That's why we call as a single slope water distillation systems. Okay, so see here in single slope, first of all we discuss about the constructions. So this is the single slope. This is called as the what is? This is called as glass cover. Glass cover. Yes or no? Yes. So from the sun, we know that the function of the sun to emit the solar energy, to emit the solar radiations, and solar radiation we already learned in first units and unit number 2. So this sun emits the solar radiation. It may be beam radiation or it may be diffuse radiations. So these solar radiation incident on this glass cover. Okay, and from this solar radiation, this radiation is transferred to at the bottom portion of the solar basin. Okay, this bottom portion is coated with black materials. So why provide the black coating? Because we know that the black body absorbs a lot of solar radiation. That's why at the bottom portion we have to make the black coating or black paint. Then after that, what is we provide their insulations. Okay, so why provide the insulation? The role of the insulation to avoid the heat losses from solar system into the surroundings. Okay, means our target, our aim to trap the lot of solar energy into the solar water distillation system. So this is the use of the solar what is insulation will be here. This is okay. This is the salty waters or saline waters. Okay, means it is in a impure form, right? So this impure form of the water fill inside the basin. Okay, then after that, on the full sky of radiations, okay, all the solar radiation is inserted, passing from the glass cover and transfer the heat to the waters. So whenever the radiation is transferred to the water, it will be what is evaporation, the process of evaporations. Evaporation means the water is converted into the vapor form, and this water is moving in upward directions. Why moving in upward direction? Because we know that the vapor having a less density, that's why it should be lifted in upward directions. Okay, so this water in lifted upward direction and collected here, right? So there is a collection of this water and there is a condensation of the water will be takes place at this position. This is called as condensations. Okay, after some times. Okay, so condensation means what is? Condensation means to convert the vapor into the liquid form. Okay, so we know that after evaporation, whatever the germs, bacteria which are present in the water, it should be killed. Okay, then after that, this condensed water, this is the slope section, so it should be collected on the top position of these glass covers at the bottom inside the solar basin, and this condensed water is collected in this trough. Okay, there is a collections. So this is called as a trough for distilled waters. Okay, then you take this distilled water and then we can easily use for a drinking purpose. Okay, so this is the explanation about the single slope. Now another, we have the water distillation. Why it is? It is a double roof. Double roof means it has the two roof. In previous this one, it has a double roof. So double roof means increase the more efficiency, right? Because we getting the maximum area to absorb the solar radiations. Okay, and we can very fast to convert the water, saline water into the pure form of the waters. Okay, and same procedure as our previous topics. So this is the double roof, this one, this is the glass covers, the glass covers. Okay, both the side, this one and this. This is the tray here, one inlet, this inlet, from the inlet what is we add? We add the saline water into the water distillation systems. So this is the inlet of the saline waters. Then from that the solar radiation is come from the sun, it incident on the glass cover, and this solar energy transfer to the waters. This is the water. This is which type of the water? Saline water. So boys and girls, this saline water once again is evaporation. After the evaporation, where is the collection of this water? At the roof, at the bottoms of the water distillation system. Then after that, after the sometimes this water becomes condensation of the waters, and this water droplets is collected at this position, that is called as the condensed channel or trough for distilled water at the both the side, this section as well as this sides. And from this, okay, this is the distilled water remove from this trough and we collect it in another different tank, and then we can use for a drinking purpose. Okay, similar here, what is at the bottom position, the black paint will be there. Why black paint? To absorb the larger amount of the solar energy. Then another way, what is provide there? Thermal insulation. Why provide the thermal insulation? To avoid the heat losses from system to surroundings. Okay boys, so this is the simple explanation about the single slope and double roof water distillation system. Okay, so another applications, second application. So solar energy used for another application is what is? It is called as the solar water pump. So solar water pump means what is? We know that in our agriculture land, the farmer use the electric pump to pump the water from the well and transfer this water in land. Okay, so instead of this we can also use the solar water pump. Okay, so this solar water pump is operated by using the solar energy. So this, whatever the pump we have, centrifugal pump or rotary pump, whatever the pump, submersible pump, so this pump is operated with the help of what is solar energy instead of electrical energy. So how it is operated, see boys and girls here. So what are the construction in solar water pump? What are the components here? This is solar collectors. Then another components, what is thermal storage. Third components, what is heat exchangers, solar collectors, thermal storage, heat exchangers. Then what is turbines. Then what is condenser. Then pump. Here is also the pump. Then another is what is the pump. This is also the one more our pump, number 9. So various components. Another is irrigation well will be there. There are so many components is required to operate the solar thermal pump. So see here how it is work. So this is the solar collectors. We can use the flat plate collector, we can use the concentric collector, whatever. But majority what is we can use this flat plate collectors. So in flat plate collector, these are the solar radiations. Solar radiation from the sun incident on a flat plate collectors. This flat plate collector having a what is water. So with the help of this pump, okay, this is the pump. From the pump, the water is fill up inside the solar collectors, right? This solar collector absorb the solar radiations, both the type of radiation, beam as well as diffuse radiations, and this cold water convert into the hot waters. Okay, so what is the temperature is gain in flat plate collector? We know that what is 80 degrees Celsius or how much 70 degree Celsius. Okay, so this temperature water 70 or 80 where is pass? It is pass in a heat exchangers. This is the name is what is heat exchanger. Heat exchangers. Okay, so where is pass this hot water? It is passed into the heat exchanger. So what is here? At the same time, this is our another secondary cycle. This is our primary cycle. This is the primary loop. This is the secondary loop. So in secondary loop, what is we observed? In secondary loop, with the help of this pump, this is the also pump will be there. This small pump, small pump. This pump the what is freon liquids. Means what is we use? We use the another type of the working fluid. What are the name of this working fluid? The name of the working fluid is freon. This freon having a very low boiling temperatures. It is minus 10 degrees Celsius or 10 degrees Celsius depending upon its property. So this freon working substance having a very less boiling temperature. So with the help of this pump, freon liquid, this is pumped into the heat exchangers. So this freon absorb the heat from these hot waters. Yes or no? Yes. And we know that the freon having a very less boiling temperature. So suddenly this freon is converted into which form? Into vapor form. How? There is an exchange of heat in between the water and this freon liquids. So this freon convert into the vapor form, and now we know that this vapor having a lot of energy. Okay, so this high pressure energy convert into the high kinetic energy. There is a use of the nozzle also, we cannot see in diagram. So this high energy is incident on a turbines. This is called as the turbines, and we know that whenever the steam is strike on the turbines, the turbines start to rotate. Okay, so turbines start to rotate. So this turbine is coupled with what is the pump. Okay, so the shaft, this is the shaft. So shaft of the turbine is coupled with the pump, and this pump will be operated. Okay, and whatever the pump we can use, the rotary pump or say reciprocating pump, these are the various type of the pumps. So this pump is pump the water from this irrigation well, and then this water is supplied into the lands, and which is used by the farmers. Then boys, you observed here, boys and girls, after the expansion of a freon vapor in a turbines, where is this vapor is formed? This vapor is transferred into the condensers. Okay, and we know the meaning of condenser. What is condenser? Condenser means to condense the steam, means convert the vapor form of the freon into the liquids. So this condenser is also getting the water from this pump. Okay, this is the, you observe these sections. So we have to bifurcate this water, and from this inlet, okay, look at this pipeline. From this pipeline, the water is enter into the condenser. There is a condensation, means indirect type of the condenser. This is the quality of the surface condenser. Means in a one pipe, the water is flow, and in another pipe, what is? The freon liquid is flow. Freon liquid. So in between also there is a heat is exchange. Okay, heat exchange means condensation of a freon vapor into the freon liquids. Okay, then after, once again you getting what is here? Freon liquids. Once again with the help of the pump, it is pumped into the heat exchangers, and this cycle will be continuous years. Conversion of liquid to vapor, run the turbine, rotate the pump lift the water from irrigation well and transfer into the lands. Okay, from this same pipe, the cold water transfer into the condenser. Then after that, once again we reuse this water for once again our agriculture land purposes, or whatever the our further uses, whatever we requires. Okay, this waters. So do you understand, boys? Yes or no? Yes. So this is the primary system, this is the secondary system. This is the total explanation about the what is solar water pump. So I stop here. Another application will be discussed in my next lectures. So thank you very much.